Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be continuing off in Dark Souls 1 Remastered. Now, I didn't get to go through everything last episode. What I did do is just do a run throughout the whole graveyard and just gathered everything that I could for there. I can't really use nothing right now. What I'm aiming for is getting the stats needed for the Zywilhander. So that's what I'm going to go through. We have a few NPCs to talk to. So let's just start off with the one right in front of us. And let's just get through it.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, two bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on. But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead? Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit.
Okay.
What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collect it bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I'd never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all. What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever. You might regret it. What? You want to hear more? Oh, that's all we need. Another inquisitive soul. Well, listen carefully then. One of the bells is up above in the undead church, but the lift is broken. You'll have to climb the stairs up the ruins and access the undead Burg through the waterway. The other bell is back down below the undead Burg, within the plague-infested Blight Town. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cesspool. Bloody hell, what is it now? You ask too many questions. What now? I'm not up for chatting. Leave me alone.
Okay, so that's all the dialogue that I'm pretty sure we could do for now. Kind of a long one. There's another NPC down here. Let's see. She does not speak, but she is going to take care of our Estes and level up how good it is. But that's way later on. We can't do any of that right now. Going up here, there's another NPC. I forgot his name. Give me a second.
Hello there. I believe
Let's
we
just
are
get
not
through this
acquainted.
dialogue.
I am Petrus of Tharaland. Have you business with us? If not, I prefer to keep a distance, if possible. Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you. Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Yes.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
Better off to join the covenant now. Of course, you could change it later on, but I'm just going to say yes.
Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
There we go. So from what I know from him, you could just buy some of the basic miracles and talismans, right? If you didn't go pick up the last one. From what I know, Homeward is probably the better options from what he has. Mostly because it's a lot more, well, it's useful. Especially if you run out of bones. Talisman, not really. Let's see. We'll learn Jester, Shrug, and I don't think he has any more dialogue, but let's check it out.
My companions are Milady and her young knights. She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses, to keep her from harm. An undead mission? Regrettably, I cannot share that with you. But you are my pupil. Perhaps if you show your faith.
I'm just gonna say no, cause I'm broke.
I'm afraid that may be difficult, for our missions are sacred.
Okay.
Come again. The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
So that's everything for now. I'm pretty sure that's everything we could pick up here. We could head back to the Undead Asylum, but I'm way too underleveled for that. So for now, let's just continue onward. Just going up the stairs. We are going to see our first batch of enemies. So, pretty easy, They don't do that much damage. And they're pretty weak. Let me go up here and take care of this guy over here. I still saved it. I'll pick up the item in a little bit. Now let me go back down here. Pick up this item, more souls. Now there is something over there. Let me see if I could go try to get it. Okay. Just scurry along over here. Ring of Sacrifice. I'll just talk about that in a little bit. Now let me see if I could manage to get a perfect jump. Okay. Ring of Sacrifices. It goes into the ring slots. You lose nothing on death, so that would be souls and humanity. Of course, it's a one-time use, so you have to be careful on where you're, using it on. Going up here, there's another item. Souls of Lost Undead. Over here, a rat. Okay. I could have just gotten poisoned. More Souls of Lost Undead. Excuse me. Now, this gate's closed, but we are going to come back for it way later on. So, we don't have to worry about that now. Go up these stairs. And we made it into Undead Burg. So this is practically the first area of the game, mostly where you're going to see a lot more enemies and, you know, some of the more basic things. Our first boss could be, well, second boss could be found here, but we don't have to worry about that for now. Nothing in here. Now I would go through that fog gate, but there's something down here. We could just drop down. More large soul. And then we could just drop down again. Over here. There's a little entrance. Can go up there. And there should be more souls. I never noticed how many souls pickups there are early game. Nothing over here. Now, an ambush. More enemies are just going to appear out of nowhere. Just be careful and try not to get hit. Like me. They don't drop that much souls anyways. Now, there should be another ambush right here. So just take care of the enemies before they actually appear up. And rubbish. And I forgot to take care. Now, like in the name, rubbish don't do anything, so you don't have to worry about that. Take the ladder up, and we should be able to get back normally. Okay, one more item over here. And our first humanity drop. Now, I'm not going to use humanity now. Humanity is going to be useful way later on. Especially with some of the quests. Now that we're through the fog door, something back here. More souls. Up these stairs. I think you could just jump through here. I'm not sure if I remember. Yeah, I don't think so. One more try. I'm pretty sure you could. Yeah, no. I'm gonna save it for later. Up these stairs. And there's a Drake. Gonna take care of him later on. There's a pretty simple way. Okay. He dropped a helmet for us. More enemies this way. Up here, take care of more enemies. And now this. We made it to our first bonfire. Or third. First bonfire of this area. We could just level up right now, but I'm gonna save it up a little bit. Because there's someone else that we could see around here. And we have a few things to get over. Let's go over here. Now, you know, the enemies from the beginning. I knew I heard footsteps behind me. I already took some extra damage. They don't want to attack, huh? Let's see. Let's see if we can bait out. Well, they're not coming up here anymore. Get up here. Ugh. I swear I'm better than this. It's just a rough night out here. One enemy down. There we go. Not the most efficient, but it's whatever. Enemy behind this. Just expect a lot of ambushes when playing this game. But out here we have our first merchant.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
Okay, let's see. From what I know, there's not that much good that we can buy right now, especially since we don't need much of this. If anything, right, we don't have to worry about weapons unless you really want a certain weapon, but it's not really recommended. We are coming back to this place just to buy a lot of arrows though. But for now, I'm just gonna buy the residence key, and buying the bottomless box is pretty good as well if you want to sort out your inventory. Let's just see what he has to say.
Things are getting treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved in below. And up above, there's that humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave. Here, I'm not here to chit-chat. We talk business or we talk nothing at all.
Okay.
Thank you kindly.
Now let's just continue on. There's this door over here, off to the side. There should be more enemies down here. Yeah, there is. I normally don't play this bad. There we go. Let's just move on, climb the ladder. Okay, this is where you jump in. Oh, that one room I couldn't jump in before. Let's see, can I make it first try? There we go. Now in here there are a few things, especially out here. Let's see. Nothing that side, but there is this. Now we got a crossbow. Probably not going to use it. I don't think a crossbow is really that useful compared to a regular bow. Gotta be careful. Oh. Lots of enemies out here. Let's just continue on. Back to where we came from. Let's see. There's one more place around here through this door before we continue on. And it's out right here. A wooden shield. Now I'm pretty sure this shield is better stats. Let's check. Excuse me. Pretty good if you're fighting against. Yeah, it's not that great. Weighs less, but I'm just gonna carry this for now. Pretty sure that's all the drops in this area. So, yeah, let's continue on. What time are we on? I still got time. Backstab. There we go. Heal this off. Going out here. Let's take a right. More enemies. And now our first chest. The thing about chests, you have to be careful about them, especially if they're out in like the open and all. mostly because they could be a mimic. This one isn't a mimic, so it's safe to open. And 5 black fire bombs. Okay, that's good. Just in case you didn't pick up the ones in the beginning as your gift. And nothing else in this house. More enemies up here, so just get ready. Especially they're going to be throwing things at you. Gotta be careful with all the fire bombs that the enemies are trying to throw at you. Up here, there's a few more enemies. Oh, gotta be more careful. There we go, and the souls of lost undead. The key I picked up earlier should be used right here. Residence. Now there's not much over here, but there's this. Gold pine resin. Now, resins could be put onto weapons, and they deal special attributes, which could be fire damage, magic damage, you know, some of the basics. Lightning as well. Now let's take care of these enemies over here. My weapon got stuck on the wall. There we go, and then one more left. Just quick backstab. And that should be all the enemies in this area. There's more up there, but first, there's this enemy down here, a Black Knight. Now, Black Knights do so much damage, right? It's not recommended to fight them in the beginning off, since I'm pretty sure every single one of them could one-shot you. But since I'm like that, I'm gonna drag him all the way up and try to fight this guy. And if I don't make it, I'm gonna have to cut out a huge portion of the content. It shouldn't be that bad. Just block, step back whenever he's dealing a lot of damage. But your shield should be able to block out most of it. And just backshot him. That's not the word. And be careful with his combos. Since he could stun lock you really quickly. There we go. Now he's not missing that much HP. Like I said, it shouldn't be that bad. Just get behind him. And try not to get hit by his piercing and his shield, since that's going to break your posture really quick. Oh no. Oh, okay, okay. Gotta play this a little bit more safe. There we go. Now he didn't drop anything for us. He did drop a Titanite chunk. But if you're lucky enough, he could drop his sword. And I just didn't get lucky enough for that. This enemy's going to drop a barrow at us. Let's see. So master key should work right here. Yes. We could go down here. There's a enemy that drops a really good ring. But I'll come back for that later. So let's just continue heading up here. A blue light. Not this one. Yeah, I missed it. So if you're lucky enough, you could catch up to a crystal lizard, and you could get some of his drops. Okay, next off is a boss arena. I still have time. I'll see if I could get done with it now. If not, well, I'll just come back. I still got time on this video. What we want to do is climb up the ladder and take care of the smaller enemies first, and just jump on the boss like we did for the Asylum Demon. Before the boss spawns, just climb up the ladder. Take care of the enemies. There we go. Give me a second. Just in case, I'm gonna put my humanity on my slot if I do run out of heals. You know, I don't want to die fighting the boss. That's gonna be a little bit of embarrassing. And let's just get this guy spawned. Okay, once he actually spawns in, you're gonna want to run backwards, climb up this ladder before he catches up to you, and quickly climb up. Don't take your time. Now that he's underneath here, you're gonna want to jump down and plunge. Now you could try to fight him normally, but you know, I'm not part of that life. I'd rather just keep plunging him. It saves so much more time. Continue climbing. One more time should do it. Oh, he got me trapped. Ugh. Okay, he did area damage. Just scoop past him. Climb up the ladder. And just one more time and he should be done with. Oh, never mind. They just fight him normally. There we go. And that's the Tartarus demon done. And for our reward, humanity and homeward bone. let's just continue on. We're almost back to the starting point anyways. Going up here, nothing in this room. Keep going forward. An item behind these boxes. Large souls. Okay. Yeah. We can't head down over here yet. But we could head down here. And we get to talk to one of the community's most favorite NPCs. So let me just mute up.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Yes.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
Yes.
This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind. Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent. Oh, hello, the sun. If only.
Okay, that's all of his dialogue for now, so let's continue moving. We're about to reach the next bonfire anyways. Let's see. Now we are going to be attacked by the Drake from before. Right? So, just get prepared for that. He is going to do a lot of damage. Okay, we made it. Just run down these stairs over here. Down here. And kick the ladder, and look where we're at. We're back in the beginning. Now with the souls that you have, you could go buy the box, the bottomless box. But for me, I'm just going to level up. Let's see. What was it? 25 strength again for, let's see, 24 strength. Okay, so I'm not missing that much left. How much? Ooh, let's not push it all the way. Let's put 3 levels. 2 into vitality. And endurance. Endurance. There we go. Now what you could do, I can't speak anymore. What you could do is just use the lost souls just to get more souls to level up or buy something. I kind of don't recommend using it like right now. especially saying if you're trying to save up for a big purchase, and there are a lot of big purchases in this game. But I'm just trying to level up a little bit more. One more there. One more there. Okay. Now, I'm gonna end it off there. Right. That's enough for today's video. What I do have a lot more planned for next time. And what I'm gonna do off camera is kill a few enemies in order to get, well, to buy a bow and a lot of arrows. So you're gonna need a lot of, a lot of souls just to save up for it. We're gonna go after that Drake. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe for more, and see you guys next time.